Hello everyone, Alex here with a new episode of Purge and Replenish. Today we're gonna try and get rid of an entire row of VHS tapes, as well as, a bunch of DVDs and Blu-rays from here. The reason being is, some titles have upgraded recently and some titles have just had some duplicates. And Black Friday is dropping soon, so I need to make some room. So yeah, let's see what I pick and let's see what we purge today. Okay, here we are. I picked a huge stack. I took other pictures and other videos, so here you go. See how big it is. It's massive. I didn't think I was gonna grab this many DVDs and Blu-rays, but here we are. And okay, let's start with the DVDs and the Blu-rays, and then we'll go to the tapes. Here we have the Transformer movie. I have two copies of the same movie. One of them comes with a slip cover, and the other one doesn't. Reason I'm getting rid of them is because I'm planning on upgrading to the 4K. So there's that. Then we have the first Terminator. I have another copy on Blu-ray of it, so I don't need this one. And then we have Avatar in this interesting DVD box, but it is a Blu-ray nonetheless. I'm not a huge fan of the Avatar franchise, but maybe I'll buy the 4K just to check it out. But for now, it's not a high movie in my priority list, so one of the reasons why I'm getting rid of it. And then here's one of the Harry Potter. There's many of them scattered around here, but I'm getting rid of Harry Potter on DVD and Blu-ray because I'm planning on buying the 4K soon, so making some room. And the same reason goes for The Dark Knight. I have the 4K, I haven't opened it yet, but throughout the months and years I came across different copies, so I think it's time to, get rid of a few of them and move on. But I do like the lenticular cover of this one, and same thing with this Harry Potter title. It also has a cool lenticular cover, but does it show well? Maybe like this, but that's okay, it doesn't really matter. And then we have this IMAX title, Born to be Wild. I don't know, those are not for me, so I'm parting ways with this title. And then I have 300. So 300, I have the 4K of this one, so I don't need the Blu-ray anymore. So out of the way. And then we have Watchmen. I actually want to buy this one on 4K. I haven't bought it yet on Blu-ray or 4K, so I'm getting rid of it for now, and then eventually I'll get the 4K one day. I actually never watched this one, but I'm very curious about it. It is a little bit of a lengthy one, like 3 hours, but we'll see. I'll find time eventually. And then we have Top Gun Maverick on DVD. Still sealed. I have the 4K, that is also still sealed, so same story there. And then I'm getting rid of this 4 favorite films, whatever, the Matrix collection, because I have the exact box set on Blu-ray, so I won't be needing the DVD anymore. And then we have more Dark Knight, and then I'm also getting rid of the Curious Case of Benjamin Button on Blu-ray, on DVD, because I'm pretty sure I have a still sealed Criterion for it, so on Blu-ray. So yeah, it is what it is. This is a movie that I've been planning on watching since it came out. I haven't seen it yet. Moving on this stack, we have a bunch of Lord of the Ring titles on DVD. I don't even know if there's any duplicates. I mean, there's gotta be some duplicates here. Yeah, The Return of the King, I have 2 copies of it. Anyways, I'm getting rid of this DVDs because I am planning on buying the 4Ks. I have never watched this movie's period. I think I've only watched the first one, The Fellowship of the Ring, but that was back in the day in Italy when the first movie came split into 2 DVDs. So I was always able to watch the first half, but never the second half. So maybe if I buy the 4Ks, I'll be motivated enough to finish the series from start to end, and also The Hobbit. So let's see if I can do this little challenge. And then I'm also trying to get rid of Kill Bill 1 and 2 on DVD because I have the Blu-ray, so yeah, not necessary anymore. This one, I actually don't know if I'm getting rid of this one, but I'll post it in the video. I am pretty sure I have Road Trip alongside Euro Trip and other movies like this in a different DVD box set. This one is probably higher quality because it's like, standalone disc, but I don't know, it's clogging a little bit in my shelves, so getting rid of it, most likely. Don't know yet, but 80% sure I'll get rid of it. And then there is the Rocky Balboa movie. I have this one on Blu-ray. It's the heavyweight version of it, I believe. So yeah, this is not necessary in my collection anymore. I do want to get the Creed trilogy eventually. I've never seen those movies, but they look pretty interesting, so who knows. Maybe the money from this one can go towards that. And then we have Bad Boys. I have plenty of Bad Boys on DVD behind me, so this is just another duplicate. I am planning on buying the 4Ks of those eventually, but not just yet. Then there's more Harry Potter. And then I'm also getting rid of Dumb and Dumber and Dumb and Dumb, the duology. Reason being, when I got this one, I already had it on DVD, and this is actually a disc with, both movies on the same disc, so I wasn't very happy about that. So I went ahead and bought the Dumb and Dumber on its own on Amazon, and this I haven't opened it yet; it's still sealed. But this one looks much better with a lot more special features and that sort of stuff. This is actually heavy, so I wouldn't be surprised if inside there is some sort of booklet or anything like that, because from my understanding, this is a print from the early 2000s. Back then, they did DVDs more comprehensively. So yeah, this is definitely a better release than this one, but if you don't have this one, this is actually cheaper and it's still easier to get your hands on. This one wasn't as easy. I think that might have been the last copy, but this one, I think it's still available in other places as well. And then I'm most likely getting rid of the expandables because I'm pretty sure I have it on Blu-ray, but I have to fact check myself. And then I have the Grinch on VHS and also on Blu-ray. I might actually upgrade my Blu-ray to a 4K. So no reason to, keep holding on to this ones, but this is a cool release because, I like the artwork on the disc and it's still got a little booklet and that kind of stuff, and the case is green, so I don't know, it's a fun one. Not too happy to let go of this one, but it is what it is sometimes. And also The Ring is going away because I have a Steelbook Blu-ray of it, so I don't need this one. I should probably get the second one and perhaps a third one, but that's beside the point. This is also a nice release with, back when they used to put chapters and that kind of stuff inside. And then next one, I have A Christmas Story. This is a Christmas classic, so right on time for the holiday seasons. This is actually a cool release. It's got 2 discs, so you got the disc with the special features and the actual movie. So for the people out there that are, fans of the movie, this could be a good addition. But I have it on Blu-ray, so it is what it is. And then here we have 2 of the Burn Legacy of the Burn series, I guess I should say. I've never watched those ones. I tried to watch the first one on streaming once and it was good, but I wasn't in the mood for it, so I don't think I finished it. I do want to upgrade to a 4K eventually, and again, maybe I'll force myself to watch these movies, but for now, I don't think I need to hold on to these any longer. And then we have the Blade Runner Final Cut. I just bought a 4K recently for this one, so I won't be needing this one any longer. And here we have Live Free or Die Hard. I think there is a box set for this one as well. I don't think any of them are on 4K, so maybe I'll wait it out until maybe a 4K is announced and released. But yeah, for now, I don't really watch this one, so it's okay if I let go of them. But in the future, it would be nice to re-adding them in a much better format. And then this is a TV show, Entourage. This is the complete 7th season. I have a lot of TV shows on DVD that I've never watched, so this is one of the many. So yeah, this maybe can go to a different family. Let's get a little bit closer here. So then next up is the Polar Express. I do love this movie. I remember growing up watching this movie in Italy. I remember I used to have obviously the Italian edition of this DVD. I am planning on buying this one on 4K for the holiday season, so I won't be needing the DVD anymore. And then we have the unrated version of American Pie #2. I do have a box set with all the 9 American Pie movies, so the main series plus the spin-offs. But to be honest, I'm not even that happy with those titles, so because they're on DVD. So I know there's 4Ks for these movies, at least for the main ones. I think up until the 3rd one. I don't know if there's a 4K for American Reunion, but yeah, maybe I'll hold on the other DVD just because of the spin-offs, which I really enjoy, and upgrade the 4Ks for the main series. But we'll see. This is a little bit superfluous, so maybe a collector can enjoy this one better. I know there's actually another YouTuber called Last Movie Standing that he collects all this sort of stuff. So let's see, maybe I should send it to him instead. And next up we have The Last Samurai on DVD. This is a cool one because it comes with it comes with the booklet and 2 DVD, one for special features, I believe, and one for the movie. But I have it's actually full screen and full screen and special features. Okay, but I have the Blu-ray of it, so I won't be needing this one any longer. We're getting there for the Blu-rays. There's still a lot. And then I'm getting rid of these copies of Terminator Salvation. I don't know why. For the longest time, I thought I didn't have this movie, so I ended up buying it 3 times. I do have another copy of it on Blu-ray, so I'm holding on to that one. And this one, so hopefully they can go to a better family. And then next up, I'm getting rid of the Lost World. I do like the cover of this one. It has a pretty cool translucent effect, or whatever you want to call it. But I am planning on, and there's also like a booklet, but I'm planning on getting the 4Ks for the entire series, so I won't be needing this one for much longer. Then we have more Dark Knight, then we have more Matrix, which I already have Blu-ray copies of that and that sort of stuff. And then I recently upgraded Inception to 4K by mistake because I didn't know that I had the Blu-ray at all. So yeah, this is not needed anymore. And last but not least, we have, what is this? Oh, we have a DVD copy of Die Hard, which comes in this old school blockbuster case. So, like I said, I would like to get at least the Blu-rays, hopefully either the 4Ks, but at least the 4Ks for the series. Okay, next up we're gonna go and talk about the VHS tapes. There's so many VHS tapes in front of me. If you watch the previous video, you know that I tried to trade in Liar and Liar, Bruce Almighty, and Matrix, but they didn't accept it because they already had copies. I'm gonna try my luck again today, but I'm not very hopeful. I have a strong feeling that this might come back with me. So I have here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 stacks with 5 titles each. So let's go stack number 1. Stack number 1, we have Ace Ventura, Pet Detective, and When Nature Calls. I have a DVD copy for those two titles. I haven't opened it yet. I know there's a 4K for these titles out there. Maybe one day I'll upgrade the DVDs as well, but for now, I'm happy where I am. I'm kind of sad to let these ones go because I don't know, I kind of like the cover art and the yellow and that sort of thing, but they're just clogging up space, and space is a rare commodity these days. Then we have Clueless, which I recently upgraded on 4K, so no need for this tape anymore. And then we have Big Daddy, which I recently got a Blu-ray copy for it. So yeah, once again, not needed. But I really like this cover art. But it's the same cover art on the Blu-ray, so it's not even an excuse. And last but not least for this stack, we have Batman Forever, which I recently got the 4K along the other movies in the series. So I am good there. I am good there. Okay, all right, so let's see. In this stack, we'll start with Star Wars Episode 1, The Phantom Menace. I have never watched any of the older Star Wars movies from start to finish. I have never watched this trilogy. I watched, I think, the first two movies of the original trilogy, and I watched some of the newest ones, so I'm not the biggest Star Wars fan out there. However, I am curious. So, same story goes with Lord of the Rings and Harry Potter and that kind of stuff. Maybe I'll force myself to watch those by getting the 4Ks. I know there's a lot of controversy about the 4Ks for Star Wars, especially for the original trilogy, but that's a challenge for later and not for now. And then we have a copy of Dumb and Dumberer. I do have the DVDs, like I said earlier. I know there's 4Ks, but it's kind of no, there's no 4Ks. I know there's Blu-rays, but I know it's they're a little bit hard to get by. So yeah, the DVD will just do fine for now. And then we have a holiday classic, Home Alone. I have the 4K of this one. No, what am I saying? I have the Blu-ray. I don't even think there's a 4K for this one. I have the Blu-ray copy for this one. I have this one and New York, which I really enjoy. And I also enjoy the third one, Home Alone 3. I actually still have it on VHS, and I'll never let go of that one because I don't even think I can get it on DVD. I don't know. So, holding on to that one. This one's easier to get by, so getting rid of it. And then we have Jeepers Creepers, which I recently watched during the spooky Halloween season. I have a DVD copy of it. I really hope they'll make a 4K for the first two movies, because those first two movies on 4K will look great in my opinion. But here we are. I think we're stuck on the DVD for the most part. The DVD it's easier to get by. The Blu-rays are also hard to get by. But who knows? Maybe they'll do like Texas Chainsaw Massacre where they'll do a 4K release of it. But this is actually I dig the cover art for Jeepers Creepers. Even as a kid, maybe for the wrong reasons, it always fascinated me. So yeah, this artwork is much better than the cheap DVD that I'm stuck with. But for the sake of space, it is what it is. And then we're also getting rid of Jackie Brown. I have the Blu-ray for this movie. Really cool movie, I would say, in my opinion. Maybe one of the most underrated Quentin Tarantino movies, but it is what it is. What are you gonna do? And then on this stack, we have a Tommy Lee Jones classic that I've never watched. Oh, there's also Wesley Snipes in it. I didn't know this. U.S. Marshals. Reason I'm getting rid of it is because I have a different VHS copy, so this is a duplicate. Oh, wait, is this? Yeah, this is Robert Downey Jr. as well. Cool. I'm learning a lot of stuff about this movie just now. But I'm curious to watch this one eventually one day on my other tape, and maybe eventually upgrade. I don't know if there's a Blu-ray or a 4K. So if you guys know that, please let me know. I think there must be a Blu-ray out there for sure. Maybe not a 4K, but I have a feeling there's gonna be a Blu-ray somewhere. Next up, we have the OG Scooby-Doo. I grew up watching this movie many times. I remember when when we were in Italy and we got this tape shipped via mail from some relatives here, and opening it. Yeah, this is a cool movie. I think this movie still holds up for the family and whatnot. Reason I'm getting rid of this tape is one, it's not my original tape that I grew up with. I just came by this tape not that long ago when I was buying a lot, and I have this one on DVD. But I should really buy the Blu-ray for at least the first two movies. I ended up buying this DVD set, same reason for American Pie, because I enjoy the spin-offs, so this is the only way to get them at a decent price. But if Scooby-Doo ever came on 4K, I think that would be a day one purchase for me. I usually don't do day one purchases, but this one might be it. And then there is Men in Black. I have the 4K of this one, so time to let this one go. But this is a very cool series. I enjoy all of them, even the third one and the fourth one, which most people might not enjoy as much. But the first one and maybe the second one is probably my favorite. Moving on, we have this tape for Terminator 3: Rise of the Machines. Getting rid of it because I have the Blu-ray. But this is a cool movie. I think I enjoy it more than most other people do. And then we have Jim Carrey with Man on the Moon. I recently bought the DVD for this one and I watched it. I don't think I got the movie, to be honest, so I think I need to rewatch it because right now I don't really like it all that much. But maybe with a second rewatch, I'll enjoy it a little bit more. But let's get going. Then we have Interview with the Vampire, a Tom Cruise and Brad Pitt classic. I have this one on Blu-ray. I haven't even opened the Blu-ray. Maybe tonight I'll do it. But I watched it once. I enjoyed it, and that's how I got the Blu-ray. And I think it's time for now. Maybe somebody else enjoy it, and maybe also then they can upgrade to a newer format. Who knows? Then we have this classic Matinee, John Goodman classic. I have a DVD of this one. I watched it once. It's pretty fun. Not something that I would rewatch that often, but good for the family, I would say. I think. I don't remember that much. And here with more Jim Carrey classics, we have The Mask. I have this one on Blu-ray. I know there is also a Era release, I believe, or like one of those boutique labels. I ended up buying also Son of the Mask on DVD, and I spent a good chunk of money, just like Dumb and Dumber. But yeah, those movies from the early 2000s that a lot of people hate, I seem to enjoy quite a bit. So if I could get a Blu-ray release of Dumb and Dumber and Son of the Mask, I would be very happy. But I doubt that will happen. And then we have Uncle Buck. I really love this movie. I know there's a 4K for this one out there, and I kind of hate myself for not buying it. And instead, I bought a dual pack with Uncle Buck and The Great Outdoors on DVD, which I enjoy both movies, but I think I should have spent the extra money to get them on the best format possible. But what are you gonna do? You can't win them all. And then we have a tape for Top Gun. I have this one on 4K with the sequel, so that's why I'm getting rid of this tape and the other DVD because it's not necessary. But this is in such a good shape. I'm kind of sad of letting it go, but yeah, it is what it is. What are you gonna do? And now we have one of my childhood classics. This is Spider-Man. Can't really go wrong with Spider-Man. I have this one on Blu-ray. I should really upgrade to 4K, but for now it is what it is. But yeah, I have the Blu-ray and I also have a second VHS copy. So I don't feel the need of holding on to, this many copies, but who knows, maybe one day. Maybe one day I'll get the 4K and let go of the tapes once for all. But the tapes are a very, like this tape specifically, it's a childhood staple for me. Next up, we have The Jackal. I have never heard of or watched this movie, but somehow it's in my collection, and somehow I also have the DVD for it. So I think I have plenty. And next up, we have Shrek. This is another childhood classic. I remember watching this on my tape many times and rewinding it and rewatching it again. I am planning on getting the 4Ks for these movies eventually. And special edition video cassette. Yeah, I wonder what's so special about this one. I actually like the one that I have in Italy better because it's a clamshell and whatnot, but that's beside the point. I also know there's a 3D version of it. I was trying to get my hands on that, but it's so hard to find. I'm really looking for 3D movies these days. Maybe one day you'll find out why. Time to let go of this one and get something else. And then last but not least, we have the Shawshank Redemption, which I also own on DVD. I've never watched this movie. I know there's a 4K for it, so I'm letting go of the tape for now. I'll watch this movie. I'm planning on watching it soon, and then maybe if I like it enough, I'll also get rid of the DVD and get a proper 4K copy. But for now, it is what it is. So a lot of tapes, a lot of DVDs, a lot of Blu-rays. Let's see what I'm able to actually trade in, and let's see what I come back with. I'll see you guys very soon. A few moments later. Hello, welcome to part 2. For you guys it's been a few seconds, but for me it's actually been hours. It's very dark outside and I had to turn on the lights. Anyways, I went in for my mission, which was purging a few titles, and I was able to do so. I didn't purge or trade in as many as I wanted to, but I still traded in a good number of them. So overall, pretty good. I went to 2 places this time around. The last time I only went to the Vinegar Syndrome store. Today I also went to the store down the road, like a few doors down the road, which is called She Said Broom or something like that. And it's a nice little cute store. They sell books, music, movies, a little bit of everything, but books and music are probably the main thing, and then movies are just, little sprinkle there. But they have good prices and a good selection overall. So if you guys are going in the area, I really recommend you guys checking out those 2 places, because you can spend hours going through their inventory, and I'm sure you'll find some hidden gems for sure. When it comes to stuff that I purchased, I actually didn't purchase anything, so I don't even know if I should call this video Purge and Replenish, because there was really no replenishment for many reasons. But the main reason is, 1, I want to save space, and 2, I am waiting for the Black Friday sale, and 3, which is probably the most important right now for me, is I still have a lot of backlog of movies to go through, so I don't want to keep adding to the list and never catching on. So yeah, that's pretty much it, and that's where we are at today. So thank you guys for watching. Let me know which titles you liked from The Purge, which titles maybe you thought I should have kept instead of giving away. And yes, I'll see you guys the next time. Make sure to like the video, comment and share with your friends, subscribe. It really helps me, it really helps the channel, and it really helps keeping the conversation alive. And one more time, make sure to visit those stores as well as the Review Cinema if you're in the area, because if you like cinema, you'll like these places for sure. Okay, bye for now.